Welcome to Somimbo Mind Off Grid. This is Chrii, and today I want to share with you my morning ritual. It's not a ritual that I do all the time, but I often, when able, will take about an hour to two, sometimes three if I have the time. Time sitting with and in nature. It's how I pray. It's how I meditate. It's one of the many forms that I use to do yoga and Qigong and Tai Chi and Reiki on myself and Reiki on the earth. And this particular morning, I was very closely visited by some dear friends. It's always nice when that happens. But I wanted to share some of the footage, but also some of the number synchronicities, thought synchronicities that came up for me during this, as they may be synchronistic for you as well. So I have 144, 233, 535, and 88. Those are some of the numbers. 144, peace is surrounding me. My guardian angels are helping me stay focused on my goals. Also being present and connecting with spiritual truths. Affirmed alignment with the divine through truth. Remain grounded and practical when focusing on spiritual growth. Knowing that synchronistic changes in life affirm that you're on the right path towards fulfilling your purpose. This week alone, I've seen and had very close encounters with deer. Encounters that felt very synchronistic because of how they happened. The first one, I only had like 45 minutes before a client, and the park that I'm in this footage is my local park. And I didn't have time to get out the car. I still needed to take a shower and set up the bodywork table. But I was like, all right, Spirit, I'm going to just take 10 minutes, just breathe for a second before I jump into this work day. And I turned into a spot where I could stay in my truck, and there were the deer. And I often see female deer or hornless deer, and I say hornless because their horns do come off. But hornless deer, but this group had a buck. And it really stuck out to me that it was an entire group, including a buck, which you rarely ever see. We have to embrace happiness in every chance that we get. 616 on my clock as I'm saying this. Not sure what that means exactly, but the numbers never lie. We have to embrace happiness. We have to embrace the small moments. I saw that buck because I embraced a small moment, 10 minutes, never even got out the car, to just be in nature, take a moment and breathe, ground and set before I went to hold space for the healing of someone else. Which sort of takes me into my next number, which is 233. Embrace happiness. Cherish all relationships for their blessings and lessons to live life fully. Creation and harmony require work and nurturing expansion in our relationships and environment by listening to our natural inner wisdom and innate talents. 535. Your personal growth is right on track for where you're divinely meant to be in life. Maintain positive mindset and focus on abundance and blessings in your life. Focus on the abundance and blessings in your life. What are you abundant in? It could be the amount of music you know. It could be the amount of trees you have near you, because some people live in fully concrete jungles. It could be the ability to have whatever food you want without being gluttonous. It could be, like for me, the abundant love for my kiddo, the abundant love I feel when I go and spend time in nature. What are your messages from your inner wisdom that harness your innate talents to create something that is fully harmonious for the life you are and are trying to live? How do you find balance? By letting those happy bits in. What are your happy bits? What are you listening to? What are you focusing on that help you thrive? While I was sitting in the woods, the song Fly Like an Eagle came into my mind. The seal. Wanna fly like an eagle to the sea came into my brain. I listened to both versions, the seal version as well as the original version, which I'm so sorry. I cannot remember the name of the original artist. But I listened to both versions. And I listened to them a couple times as I sat on a fallen tree, looking out at the bridge where the cars were driving by and listening to the kids at the adjacent school to the park playing. And then all the sound just fell away. And I had a moment where I was able to just sit. And in that silence, I heard and I wrote down, please know that the internal blocks you remove, the internal clocks that you reset, the internal closets that you clean out or organize, the internal windows you open and let fresh air into the lungs of your soul will set forth a ripple that carries multitudes of healing vibrations out into our world. It's very important that we take moments to move our body, to think our thoughts and feel our feelings, to take deep breaths, to smile, to love, to notice our abundance, no matter how big or small. Because that's when we let the fresh air in. That's when we remove the blocks. And when we remove the blocks from our own forts, when we remove the blocks from the forts we've built up against external wars, when we remove them from our internal mentality, from our internal plane of existence, and place them either in the garbage, give them to God, or keep them as a boundary. But let that boundary be externally held while you allow yourself to grow fully. Be the eagle. Break free from the roots up. The eagle represents a state of grace achieved through hard work, understanding, and the completion of the test of initiation, which results in the taking of one's personal power, being free and noble. It's symbolic of the importance of honesty and truthful principles. Can you be honest with yourself? Who are you and what do you need? Who are you and what do you see? Who are you and what do you feel? Who are you and what do you have to say? Share with care, compassionate truth, truthful compassion. You can do it. It's coming to you because it's meant to come through you. It's meant to. It will not always be smooth, but it does require focus and discipline and work. And the opportunities that you get to show up in it may not always be easy. But once you've done them, it will enhance how secure you feel for your future. You can start and be practical and pragmatic. Use your resources. You got this. We all have the potential. We just have to believe it for ourselves. Start thinking about, what are your wishes? What do you wish to find? What do you wish to have? What do you wish to feel? And then follow your soul as it leads you that way. You'll make it there. You have the rest of your life. Thanks for watching.